Welcome back and thank you for watching. This is Hardware Components Explained, and our next module will introduce the motherboard. Let's dive in a little deeper and learn which specifications we would normally expect to find when reviewing a motherboard model. In the following example, we can see an Asus P5AD2-E Premium motherboard, quite an old one. To view the specifications and embedded features of a motherboard, we should start by searching the model on the OEM or Original Equipment Manufacturer's website. For this particular motherboard, we can start looking up on asus.com. But searching a product on the manufacturer's website can sometimes be quite a pain. So for this demonstration, we will use a cool Google hack that will allow us to search only in reliable resources. So just to show you how annoying it can be to look for motherboard models on the OEM websites, I'll go directly to asus.com. So asus.com. And then I will click on products and select motherboards. Honestly, I have no idea which one I have to select here. None of them would point to that old model that we're looking for right now. So I'll just click on motherboards. And here I'm pretty much stuck. All recommended products. Help me choose, and this is pretty much a never-ending process. But what can I do instead? Instead, I can go on Google and I can use a little hack. First, I will enter the motherboard product code. So it's P5AD2-E Premium. That's the model. And I'll write motherboard just in case and tell Google that I want it to look only on this site, asus.com. And there you go. As you can see, all the results will point to asus.com. So I'll select the first one. And here I can find some pretty good information about the product. So on the Overview tab, I can find some pretty good product info, such as the type of CPU, the supported memory, expansion slots, and so on. And if we scroll down, we can see all the supported features. High definition audio, the networking, and so on. And if I scroll back and click on specifications, I can find a better elaboration for each component. I can find more details about the processor, the chipset, memory, expansion slots, storage. If I go down, I can find some info about the networking and audio, the BIOS, and some other special features. Now, if I click on the Support tab, I will be redirected to this page, which allows me to view the frequently asked questions about the product. Then I can see the product warranty right here. I can find the product manuals and the user documentation. And of course, I can download the drivers for the motherboard and the ASUS utility, and even the BIOS and the firmware in this tab right here. Now, we know this model is pretty old because its drivers support only up to Windows 8.1. If we look back here, there you go. 8.1 was released in 2012. That's how old it is. So there is no support for Windows 10, which was released in 2016. And in this tab, we can find more about the supported processors and supported memory modules. If you scroll down, you can see all of them. So going back to our presentation, what kinds of details can we find on the manufacturer's website? As we have seen before, we can find information about the chipset model, about the firmware version, information about the processor and its socket, information about the memory type and capacity supported, supported storage, networking, expansion slots, documentation, some manuals, warranty, and of course the motherboard drivers. In the next module, we'll talk very quickly about two motherboard standards and some of their varieties. One of them is obsolete and the other is still in use nowadays.